Hi everyone, thank you so much for your patience. Sometimes I am late, I am chocolate, and it's sad, but I'm here. So I wish that you can listen to me. I am just preparing the room. I'm a bit late and I was not prepared, but all is fine and I am live and I will check if I am live on LinkedIn. This session will last 1 hour, could be 1 hour and few minutes. And I'm just checking if I am audible, audible. Audible. I don't know. I am not audible. Yes. Yeah. I will uncheck my headphones then. So, how are you feeling today? I'm happy. Yes. So now it's okay. So apologize for that. Thank you so much. It is the magic of live. And thank you also for the replay team. So I am opening the stage to anyone who is joining live. And so I am really happy to welcome you. I am happy that I am live and that I'm audible. And so I'm going right now to share the link to the studio so that you are able to join for asking me any question about French and languages. So here is the QR code for going on stage, and here is the comment for joining the stage. And right now I'm going to share my screen. I've been quite busy today, so I was not preparing anything, but going with the flow. Now I'm going to. We are live and welcome on stage. And so I'm going also to see if I have guests joining. So how are you feeling today? How are you feeling this week? And ask me any question. We are on the 24th September 24. This is an amazing day, by the way, because there is 24 on the two sides. And so today and this week, the theme is nature. So I'm going to give you some details about nature. Nature. Nature in French. La nature. So feel free to go on stage at any time and to ask me any question if you would like to know more about nature, about specific things in nature. So I'm going first to go to the Wikipedia to show you the first article, which is arbre, and which is the tree. And so I'm going to share my screen. This is an article in French. Un arbre du latin arbor, est une plante ligneuse terrestre comportant un tronc sur lequel s'insèrent des branches ramifiées portant le feuillage dont l'ensemble forme le houppier, appelé aussi couronne. Les arbres sont des plantes pérennes qui vivent plusieurs années, plusieurs décennies, voire plusieurs siècles, et dans de rares cas, plusieurs millénaires, comme les séquoias par exemple. Et donc, as example, the sequoias. Feel free to ask me any question about that, about the trees. And so I'm going to see if there are listes d'arbres. So there are also expressions. Ça, I was not knowing. Le fruit ne tombe pas loin de l'arbre. There is nothing exceptional. It's usual. L'arbre qui cache la forêt, that's the big thing, like that is hiding the forest. And yeah, there are many expressions about that. And so I wonder if there are the list of the trees out there. There are also the trees on the cities. And so here you see the different trees. Un arbre remarquable. Un arbre remarquable est un arbre repéré pour diverses particularités. Donc, exceptional. That's really interesting. Let me know if you have any question. Else I'm going to go further. Hopefully I can see if there are any comments. So patrimonial of rare by its dimensions, its position, its age, or its strength, symbolic strength. So yeah, for instance, some example. A remarkable tree by its anchoring on the ground. Here, the character rampant of the branches of the tree. Here, a remarkable form. This is a tree that is not so much common, and probably it was blown by the wind when it was growing. That's why you see all the branches really taking huge distance. So that's a remarkable tree because it is probably more than 20 meters, I think, 20 meters between the basement and the extremities. So that's really interesting about the remarkable tree. Then there are other examples. This one, the form is exceptional. Then this one also is exceptional. And this one, by the diameter, like 8.6 meters. And then this one. So now I'm going to shift gears to the Wiktionary. And with the Wiktionary, I will give you some definitions. So, for instance, arbre is tree, but I wonder if there are, And it's also pinpoint there are other uses about this word, but it's not so much known. But for instance, for the engines, the car, axe, rotation axe, l'arbre du véhicule. So there are many definitions. And so here you have expressions and you have different languages in English and in German, Baum. And so arbor in Latin, arborescence in French. Or arborer, montrer. That's really interesting. So there are multiple trees. There is apple tree from pommier, and I was also realizing that Claude Leo Brave told me this word for translating to apple tree, but I use the word with two, but this is the ancient French and Pomarius. So yeah, I think I can talk about hours and hours and hours about all the trees and all the different kinds of trees. But now I was talking about the tree, l'arbre. And now I'm going to talk about the different elements of arbre. So there is a tronc. Tronc from the Latin truncus, which is truncated. So tronc in English, it's trunk or bole, but I think it's more trunk. And then there is branche, which is obviously not used only about the trees, but mainly it is that. It's from the Latin branca, which is the leg of an animal. So that's interesting when you know the synonym, the etymology, sorry. And here in English, branche, it's branch or tree limb. Like limb is the leg of an animal, I think, tree limb. So that's interesting. And then there is the feuille, which is also used for the sheet of paper, but here feuille, it's for the tree, from folia, in Latin folium, and folia. So that's the leaf of the tree. Of course, when it comes to feuille, there are many things to share, but in English it's a leaf. Could be also blade, but of course it could be a sheet of paper. So that's interesting. Arbre, feuille, branche. So let me know if you have any comment. I'm happy to reply to any comment or any question. And feel free also, if you are live, to join the stage, because it is our session. And so with that, I'm now going to go to Wikipedia, the French version, and to go back to arbre. And so arbre, and it's made from the wood, le bois. Et le bois, it's the material of the tree, like it is the body of the tree. Like here, it's a flesh for human beings with the flesh, the skin, the organs, the body. And here for the tree is bois. And of course, there is too much deforestation for us to burn for having energy or to build furnitures or to produce paper or whatever. We use too much wood. We are deforesting, and Mother Earth lost 20 to 30% of its forest, or even more, I think, during the last thousands of bois could be the body of the tree when it's alive, the remaining of the tree when it's cut, could be also the forest. Bois is also a definition. Un bois, une forêt. Par exemple, in Brussels, there is the bois de la Cambre. It's another appellation about the forest. Like in English, there is the street, the alley, the boulevard, and here there is bosquet, forêt, whatever, many definitions. But bois could be used for many different things. And of course, it's a conjugation of the verb boire, to drink. Je bois, tu bois. So you place the context. If you like to be understood, like il y a un joli bois, there is a nice forest. But je bois de l'eau, I drink water. So you have to consider the context in which the word is used. And by instance, there is also for bois, there is also for the deer, I think, because there is the elements on top of his head, le bois du cerf. And sometimes when they are hunting, they remove this, or they put the trophy or whatever. I don't like that, by the way, but it is the element that the reindeer is using in order to determine who is the strongest when there is a competition. And it's grown naturally, as the forest is grown naturally. So there is too much variety of the trees. There is no common definition about l'arbre, by the way. So I'm still hoping that the team replay will be there and will comment, because I don't see any comment right now, and I don't see anyone going on stage. I will continue anyway, because this is our time, this is our event, and let me know afterwards if you would like to have some details. Happy to cover that in the next daily videos that I will produce during this week. So I would like to see the life cycle. Let's see the life cycle. So there are many elements, and of course you can have the English version of that. So there are many life cycle. So germination, then the young root, then the young plant when the root is emerging, and then the bourgeon, by the way, bourgeon, that's it. I don't know by the way the word in English. I'm going to check, because also in en.wiktionary you can type the word in French. Most of the words in French are present in the English, and so you type bourgeon, and then you can see, okay, it is in French, please, and you have also the pronunciation.
Un bourgeon.
And the gender, un bourgeon, le bourgeon, it's the bud, okay, bud of the plant. So that's I was not knowing, by the way, but I was thinking, many types of bourgeon, but I'm going back. So there is the bourgeon, the bud. Then there is the growing of the tree, and then the reproduction of the tree. And then when the tree is reproduced, then there are the seeds. And all the fruits of the trees contains seeds, contribute to the propagation of the species. The mature fruit is detaching and fall in the ground. The seeds then could be transported by the wind, the water, or by the animals. So in French, I'm going to just quote that. Les graines. Tous les fruits des arbres contiennent des graines. Elles contribuent à la production de l'espèce. Le fruit mûr se détache et tombe au sol. Les graines peuvent aussi être transportées par le vent, l'eau ou encore par les animaux. So that's it for the cycle. Then there is the acquisition. But this is too complex, by the way. Yeah, it's the cycle. But then after that, the tree is growing, the tree is aging, and at some point, the tree is dead, naturally or sadly, through the man. Sadly. Or it could be also through the wind or through the thunder, because there are also trees and also cause forest fires. So most of the forest fires are not generated by the man, by the way. But naturally, thousands and thousands of years ago, it was more created from the nature. So now I'm going to go not into reproduction, not in the illness and predators, or in predators. Yeah. So some plants are defending themselves from the plant eaters. So with that, let me know at some point if you have any question. Then I'm going to see the classification. So many to classify the trees by origin, by community or vegetal groups, or it could be also foresters by essence, feuillus résineux, or by utility, essence, or by diversity, and and there are also 8 records, 115 meters from the and so then the most ancient tree could be Epicea. Wow. Yeah, so 5,000 years. A pine. Really interesting. So here you have the multiple usages, which is heating wood serving for heating, for the buildings, for the furniture, for the paper, for carbon, and from the barrels of wine, and many things for the fruit, of course. So here I'm going to go to fruits, and here you have also inflorescence, the flowers, tilleul and mimosa. and also for the sève, like sève de l'érable, sève de bouleau, which is used to drink. So many uses about the trees. So now I'm going to check the city tree. We are on the 27, and now we are going to the city tree. So any tree that is present in the city, spontaneous or introduced by the man. And here you have, I wonder if there are the trees. I wonder. So I'm going to go up and voila. List of trees by continent. So here you have also a list of all trees by continent. And of course, there is too many trees to quote. But at the same time, I'm going to just wrap up the most famous ones. So let me know if you have any question at any point, because I'm happy to give you details about that. So here you have Africa. There is so many in Africa, by the way, so many. And America, then Asia, and then Europe, Oceania. So here you have list of species from Guyana, plants of Amazonia, tree from fruits. Yes, you have a lot of details about that. And I wonder an equivalent in English. For probably. But here I'm going to use, by the way, going to introduce you one of my favorite functionality, by the way. This is what I was using, by the way. For instance, list me 40 most famous trees and their translation in French. That's Brave AI. And so I wonder if they are going to list all, like here, you have a list of all the trees, the most famous ones, from Brave AI. And usually, you know, I'm not using AI, blah, 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 but this is for being useful, by the way. So here, oak tree, chêne, pine tree, pin, maple tree, érable, palmier, willow tree, saule, birch tree, bouleau, la sève, cedar tree, cèdre, cypress tree, cyprès, eucalyptus tree, eucalyptus, fir tree, sapin. I was thinking pine, but fir tree, first time that I see that, by the way, in English. Hawthorn tree, marronnier, was not knowing that also in English, I learned with you. Linden tree, tiel, that I was knowing because in Dutch, linde. Ash tree, frêne. Beech tree, hêtre, and you don't notice, you don't pronounce the H in French, hêtre in French. Poplar tree, peuplier. Sycamore tree, platanier. Walnut tree, noyer. cherry tree, cerisier, apple tree, pommier, and this time he placed the 2M, by the way, pear tree, poirier, plum tree, prunier, apricot tree, abricotier, peach tree, pêche, pomegranate tree, grenadier, orange tree, bigaradier, I would say probably orange than bigaradier, first time that I see that in, by the way. Lemon tree, citronnier, elder tree, sambucus, connais pas. Yew tree, taxus, connais pas non plus. Holly tree, ilex, I don't need a. Spruce tree, épinette. Chestnut tree, châtaignier. Buckeye tree, icorn. I was not knowing that. Sapodilla, sapodille. Bananier. Don't know. Maybe it's banana, but I'm not sure. Balsamier. There is just the sequoia and chêne liège, pin brut. I was not knowing. So here you have the list of the 40 trees and the most the most famous one, the most popular one, based on of course Brave AI, and you have the equivalent of French. And happy to give you a screenshot about that. But now I'm going to stop the share, and I'm going to choose a tree or two. I'm going to check if there is, because I would like to also tell you that I was really amazed. When I was a child, I was building, which I called herbier. And so I'm going to share it to you because it's really tapping into my childhood. So right now I'm going to share my screen, another screen, to show you what it is, an herbier. It is an herbarium. So here, and you have the screen. That's amazing. And at some point, if you are live, feel free to join the stage. Feel free to comment or ask me any question, because this is an interaction, and I'm happy to be helpful and to give you value. And if you have any question as a replay team, you are also welcome to tell it later on. So here you have an herbier, herbarium, a collection of plants that are dried and most often pressed between sheets of paper, which is a kind of irony because paper is made from the trees. And leaves, les feuilles entre les feuilles, les feuilles d'arbre entre les feuilles de papier, the leaves of the trees between the sheets of paper. So, feuille could be leaves for trees or sheet for the paper. That's crazy, but les feuilles entre les feuilles. So, and the sheets are used for physical support and for different studies for the plants, and especially for the taxonomy and systematics. So herbier, herbarium, also the institution that ensure the conservation of such collection. And so it's from the time, and I was going to the forest, I was collecting them, and I was making my own herbariums, herbier. That's amazing. And so there are multiple public and private herbariums existing in the world. So here you see échantillons, samples of the herbarium. Here, an example of a virtual herbarium, a website, I think. But so here, guide pratique, but it's like how to constitute an herbarium. Here you have the record, how to gather the herbariums. So having buvard sheet. So you have all the explanations, the drawing, and the management. And so here you have the biggest herbariums of the world. Here you have collections available on internet, numerous by institution. That's amazing. So here, list of the biggest herbariums of the world. And I'm ensuring if there is any comments on any question or anyone on stage. I don't see anyone on stage, so I will continue. The list of the biggest herbariums of the world. So here, amazing. So founded in 1635 and more than 10 millions of specimens, or 8 million from at Paris. Then there are 7 millions at New York, St. Petersburg, London later. And considering that some plants could be extinct, these collections are really a treasure because you can revive these plants using these collections. And it's crazy. You have many, many ones out there with the list of where to find it. Like, I wonder, San Diego? No, San Francisco. Here you have San Francisco in US with 2 million specimens. So it's amazing. You have a list of all the herbariums, and that's of course in French, but I'm sure that there is such a similar thing in English. If it exists in French, there is a huge change, and especially the length of this article, there is a huge chance that you can have in English. And here you have the chapter about botanica, with anatomy like fleur, le fruit, la feuille, le méristème. I was not knowing that, by the way. La racine, of course, la tige, la stomate. You have all the vocabulary, le xylème, and then le bois. That's amazing. Then there's all the vegetables, the algae, the mushrooms, plants, bryophytes. So you have a lot of vocabulary. I was not knowing all the things, by the way, but it's crazy, all the things about the nature. And then there is the botanical gardens, there is the arboretum, alpinum, fruiticetum, connaissez pas, cactarium, that's for the cactus, by the way, I think. Yeah. Bambouseraie, that's the bamboo. Rosier for the roses. Verger for the fruits. Then the jardin ethnobotanique. So, le jardin potager for the growing veggies. The jardin medicinal for the medicine, ecological. And here you have the installations. Le cerf, phytotron, connaissez pas, phytotron. Et l'orangerie for the oranges, for the agrums. So that's amazing in itself. Let me know if you have any question. And by the way, if in English is if the name of the tree, leaf. So I wonder if I am able. Yes, I will go for it because I have some messages, but I'm happy to reply to you any question. We are on the minute 42. And I wonder if now I'm going to go more I'm going to check that list. Because they are the trees. And you can recognize probably some trees, but not all the trees. But then there are the leaves. And mostly you are recognizing the trees through their leaves. And here you have an article in French. So here you see the different leaves of the tree. And here you see the tree name. So here, abricotier, which is this tree. Here, élante. Here, ajon. I'm going to choose the ones that I amandier, arbousier, arbre à miel, arbre à soie, arbre caramel, arbre mouchoir. I was not knowing that, by the way, but it's crazy, by the way. So here you have all the leaves and all the trees that are related to these leaves. Isn't it crazy, by the way? Let me know. So I'm going to continue until the end then. But in 5 minutes, I'm going to end anyway, because I don't see any comments, any replay, any question. So, or anyone on stage. So here you have, and I will share to you the URLs that you can dive in French, aubépine, aulne. And here it's amazing because you might not understand the trees, the leaves, but maybe you can recognize some. But I'm going to be more quick because there are too much trees. Many trees, by the way. So that's really exhaustive. Cèdre. You notice that the trees might, the leaves might be kind of not looking the same, but they are having the same structure, the cèdre. Here, cerisier. You have another cherry tree. Le charme. Le châtaignier. Le chêne chevelu. Chêne liège. Chêne pédoncule. Chêne pubescent. Chêne rouge. Chêne sessile. I was not knowing that. By the way, I was thinking it was like Cecile, but it's not like the first name Cecile. It's quite. Citronnier. Cyprès débute, no, just joking, by the way. So you have the different, some difference from the way to another, but you have the same idea about the cyprès, by the way. and églantier, épicéa. You have many things, by the way. Érable. That's the most famous because it's the flag of Canada, by the way, hein? La feuille d'érable. So here different forms of érable, maple tree, I think, but mainly they are almost the same. Sycomore, le figuier, le frêne. So I think I'm going to stop now because I will let you discover that at your own pace. Be curious, my friends. Be curious. Because with curiosity, you can really be in awe about Mother Nature. So with that, it was probably lack of preparation from me, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for you to tap into the wisdom. So thank you so much, the replay team, for watching me until the end. And I'm going to sing my song. That is so the song is Comme un arbre dans la ville, from Maxime Le Forestier. And that's a noun that is really apropos because Le Forestier, the forester, the guard forester. So I'm going to share my screen and then I'm going to sing the song. And thank you so much for the replay team for watching me until the end. And so later on, I'm going to share to you different resources that you can watch at your own leisure. So now am I sharing my screen? Yes. Yes. So I'm going to zoom this and sing. Comme un arbre dans la ville, et dans le béton, coincé entre deux maisons, sans abri, sans domicile. Comme un arbre dans la ville, comme un arbre dans la ville, dit loin des futaies, où mes frères des forêts ont fondé une famille. Comme un arbre dans la ville, entre béton et bitume, pour pousser, je me débat, mais mes branches volent bas, si près des autos qui fument, entre béton et bitume. Comme un arbre dans la ville, j'ai la fumée des usines pour prison et mes racines, on les recouvre de gris. Comme un arbre dans la ville, comme un arbre dans la ville, chanson sur mes feuilles qui s'envoleront sous l'œil de vos fenêtres serviles. Comme un arbre dans la ville, entre béton et bitume, on m'arrachera des rues pour bâtir où j'ai vécu, des parkings d'honneur posthume, béton et bitume. Comme un arbre dans la ville, ami fait après ma mort, barricade de mon corps et du feu de mes brindilles, comme un arbre dans la ville. So that's it for today. That's my song for you. Wish it was helpful, all my shares. I'm a bit emotive right now because it's a song that I like so much. That is probably more than 40 or 45 years old. And my name is Olivier, which is, in fact, the old name of Oli, by the way. I prefer Oli right now, but yet at the same time, officially, and my birth name is Olivier, and Olivier is olive tree, like l'olivier, the tree of the peace. So with that, I'm going to share my last bit because I would like to share the tree which is at the origin of my name, so that you know. You probably knew that olive tree, you know the word in English, but did you know Olivier? But now you have an idea. It's the tree of the peace, of course. So here you have my screen. And I'm checking if there are any comments, any reply. And so olive tree, which is Olea Europaea subs Europea, variety Europea, Olivier, a fruit tree, olives. So olives, the fruits, the oil. And so since many thousand years, especially Governor climate. And so here you have the olive tree, parts of the Oleaceae family, Olea, like Lila, which is Lila, I think in English, Troène, Le Frêne, Olea. So you see the similarity between the olive tree and the frêne. And there is also Fortia and Jasmin. So here you have the leaves, the flowers, the fruits, the roots, and the subspecies, and the cycle, the vegetative cycles during the year. And here you have the different elements. Les feuilles, les jeunes fleurs, the young flowers, les fleurs. So la nouaison. Then the birthing fruits. Then the green fruits, the mature fruits. So yeah, and then the history, of course, the history on there. The longevity. So that's interesting because we say that at 100 years, un olivier est un jeune homme. So 100 years is a young olive tree. But we cannot really be certain about the aging of the olive tree because it's difficult to measure the age. But the most ancient trunks cultivated and more than 1,600 years. So that's interesting. Then, of course, the mythology, the use, the oil. So you have this article is longer, so I'm not going to go further about that. But just to let you know that the origin of my name, Olivier, is the olive tree. And no, I rather prefer to be called Oli. So I was sharing a lot of things today. I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much for the replay team for joining. If you have any comment or any question, you are welcome. And I give you my good vibes and see you on next Saturday Mental Health. And on each day, posting a video. I think I was not posting yet the video of today, but I'm going to post it anyway. And I'm always, well, not always, I'm sometimes a bit late, but it's okay. And so see you tomorrow for another video, and this evening for the video of today, and Saturday Mental Health